Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to install the lowering springs from Making It Racing onto a 10th gen Honda Accord. Here's a little tip: get all the wheels off the ground. So if you're doing the fronts, get the front wheels off the ground. If you're doing the backs, get the back wheels off the ground, because the sway bar is a pain in the butt to get off if it is loaded on one side and not unloaded on the other side. So start with getting both wheels off the ground. Take the bolt out. Take the bolt out for the sway bar, and I suggest getting a breaker bar. You don't need any power tools for this part, really. Just a breaker bar to get this bolt loose. And use the jet to use the car up to unload the spring. Let's get some gas. And you want to make sure the spiral takes the same way to take the bolts off. Just want to get this spring. This man really cutting the grass. All right, anyways, so that's how you install the rears. It's really simple, 2 bolts really. This bolt right here that attaches to the, I would say the hub assembly. And then the other bolt that goes to the sway bar. Now, I'm gonna drop my car down to the ground and try to put the sway bar bolt back in. And if I can't, I'll probably drop the car back up and put the suspension on the jacks. Let the car sit on its own weight. So yeah, we're gonna try to lower the car down first. Alright guys, so I was able to put them back on when I lowered the car down. So they're back in now. And now I'm gonna work on the fronts. Alright guys, in typical fashion, the sun is going down and I'm still working on the car. So I'm on the fronts right now. I did my passenger side first, so I know how to do it, so I can show you guys how to do the driver's side. So I'm gonna flip the camera around, put it on a tripod, and show you how to do the install. That's funny. Okay. I'm gonna take the shock out now. So you're gonna want to make sure that it's facing the right way up, and you literally just put it back in. I don't know whose dog that is, but yeah, that compressor is loud. It's right here. You don't need to use the compressor, the spring compressor, to put the shocks back on, because there's actually some play. So I'm gonna make sure this is straight. And I'm gonna go put this back in the car. Okay, shot second, or try, I'm gonna try the guys closely. Nice little phone. That helps you. So try to just the shot. There it is. So that's now moving. Over the shock. So it's pretty. And open up the put the fastener back on. That one over there. Back to the hole back out. Garbage. That's awesome. Now on top of the hat, make sure you put the grommet back on here so no dirt and debris gets in there, and make sure you tighten these three nuts down. I gotta take this off, put it back down here because I have the shocks on my hood. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll see you guys in the morning because it's very dark.
Several months later.
Let's see. Lowering springs. So I installed the lowering springs as soon as I got back from camp in August. I think they got put on my car like on the 21st of August or something, like literally right before the semester started. And I unfortunately, but while I was recording the video, getting my final thoughts together, I blew my motor. So I didn't have the car for like 2 months, so I didn't have time to like post the video. So I wasn't really finished recording, and I really didn't have the motivation at the time to finish recording the video, so I blew my freaking motor. But lowering springs, they're a love-hate relationship. I love the way they look. They ride good on flat roads. That's the key, flat roads. Like right now I'm driving, my car is not bouncy per se, but I definitely do feel that the car is stiffer because it is lower and it's less like cushioning. I think it's a thing with all lowering springs, not just making racing, but the issue is you cannot dial in the dampening of your shocks. And that's where coilovers become way, way better. There's certain times where I'm driving and like I'll go for like a little bumpy section and my car will almost bounce. Like I feel like it's bouncing up and down because it's too soft. I think the rebound or something on those shocks is just, you can't dial the dampening in. So it just kind of bounces around and it's like, weird. But other than that, the lowering springs are amazing, but they do have their faults because once you lower your car, it's stuck at that ride height, you can't raise it up. So like right now, my rears are very, very low. Like I'm tucking tire in the back. The car sits very low in the back. I think it's because of my subwoofer in the back. The thing's like 50 something pounds. And then I also think it's because of the gas tanks in the back. So it's like that weight varies a lot, so it either goes up or down. And also I do have like a lot of junk in my trunk. Like I just carry a lot of stuff in my car all the time, like my recording equipment or my backpacks or whatever I just have, like clothing. If I have a duffel bag for the weekend or something, it's just in my trunk, so it's a lot of weight over the back axle, so it just weighs it down. I do think I'm gonna go to coilovers eventually on this vehicle, but right now I'm chilling. One, because I don't have that much money, and two, because I'm really lazy. I don't want to take my coilovers off and all that, but take my struts and my shocks and stuff, all that. I don't want to do any of that right now. So the lowering springs are fire. They feel good, they look good, and paired with the wheel spacers, it is a combo that I would recommend for anybody. Like if you had just got a brand new car and you don't have all the money in the world to buy new wheels, buy coilovers, and do those cosmetic mods off the rip, lowering springs, $250 or $300, something like that, $500. I don't know how much they cost, but they're cheap compared to coilovers. And then wheel spacers on stock wheels. If your stock wheels look good, like the Accord stock wheels do, literally wheel spacers, lowering springs, and your car looks 10 times better. Like I would recommend that to anybody that just got a brand new car. And if I could redo my car right now, I would probably do that route first. Lowering springs and wheel spacers off the rip. The install, I don't know how much I caught on video because it did get dark when I was recording, but it's really straightforward. Take the strut out, compress the spring, take the top hat off, put it back on, make sure the coils are facing the same direction, put it back in your car, make sure the grease is there. If you wiped it off, you're done. Like it takes literally like, it took me longer to take the car part off than it did to actually do the install. So that's the lowering springs. Yeah, I guess that's all this video. If you did get to the very end, to this like long video, it's probably like a 10-minute long video, thank you for watching to the very end. I am trying to be more consistent on YouTube, but I just don't be installing that much stuff in my car anymore. I'm gonna slowly probably transition over to vlogs type thing, like car scene stuff, car races in Mexico, or car video, or like just car meets and things like that. So you're gonna start seeing that more on my channel. The Accord is not dead; it's still here. Just slowly building my car up because I'm in college. I don't have money. I'm poor. So yeah, that's the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I will see y'all in the next one.